What's up, guys? Welcome to Blake's Garage. It is rack time. We got this Thule rack from throttle.com, so check those guys out. I'll leave a link down below. If you guys purchase through throttle.com right now, basically anything, I think they have over 350 different brands that they stock, which is awesome. For every $1 you spend, you get one entry to win a Z06 Corvette. I'll show you that on the screen right now. It's super sick. If you sign up for Throttle VIP, you get 3 times entries for every $1 you spend, which is super sick, and you get a really good discount. It's almost like sponsoring yourself. Use my code, save some cash, win a car. We're gonna do the unboxing on the Thule rack setup. This is gonna be the ultimate rack for the 2016 Porsche Macan Turbo. You guys might be saying, why the hell is your car so dirty? Well, just went out duck hunting, hence the fact that we need more storage and whatnot. Because let me just show you what I got going on inside. This is the sitch right now. Basically, yeah, it looks like that in the back. So you can see I'm pretty much max loaded out, right? We got the little Yeti thing. We got these situations here. We got the gear, you know, all of that. We tend to do a lot of stuff with this car, and I bought the Porsche without roof racks. So I know a lot of people are like, well, why would I need this roof rack setup if I have factory rails? Well, I don't have factory rails. So this is for you guys. Basically, there is no option from the factory, from Porsche, I should say, for a roof rack, unless you order the car from the factory with the roof rails. So this is what we end up with now, is this Thule stuff. So let's do a quick unboxing of all the goods. Box in a box. Right here, this is the WingBar Edge 104 in black. So that is a 721520. That's the part number for this blade. I'm gonna leave all this stuff down in the description. If you guys use code Blake down there, you get up to 15% off, and you get entered to win that car. So basically, it's a win-win. It's pretty cool. Another Thule WingBar Edge 104 black, and this is a 721520 part number as well. All right. Quality on this is really nice. Powder coated black, Thule Sweden. It has a little edge strip here. Blade design is nice. Hopefully this thing's decently aerodynamic so it doesn't make a loud hum. We got that nice blade look in there. Look at that. It's like a wind foil. It's pretty sweet. Kind of like a wing. You got the edge clamping system. This is the 720501. Also, if you guys are thinking about running a roof rack system on your Macan, let me know what you guys are gonna mount up on top. You're gonna do bikes, kayaks, canoes, stand-up paddle boards, I don't know, basket. Like, what do you got going on? What are you gonna put up there? So these are really cool. These are the Thule side pieces, so these are gonna snap into the blades once we get these on the side of the car. Quality on these looks awesome. Made in Sweden, which is cool. Yeah, so we got 4 of these. So I do think I need to pick up the keyed locks. Dang it. Okay, that's something I still gotta get. Got this little box right here. I'm telling you, man, we went all out. Got all the goods. What do we got here? I think, oh, I thought I remembered what this was. No, this is a kit 145248. So let's see what's in here. Outer clamps. All right, we got a little rubber grommet. That's nice, so that shouldn't mess up the paint or anything. We got those. These are for the angles, the curvature of the car. And then this is for clamping the roof rack on. We got the cargo net, which is great, stretch cargo net. That is gonna go perfect with this guy right here, the Canyon XT, the 859 XT. This is the Thule basket, robust steel basket, allows easy access to all gears of all shapes and sizes. It says Porsche Macan right there, 5-door SUV. So these clamps are specifically designed for this car. Got that big boy box right, huh? Sheesh. Trash gauge is gonna be fun next week, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's gonna look sick on the front of the Macan. Love that. Look at all this hardware. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff in there. So the rack comes in 2 pieces, here and here. This thing is looking actually pretty decently big. When we put those two things together, I've got a bunch of bracketry right here. I'm gonna go through the instructions, just make sure I don't need to put this. I'm just gonna slide this thing together and we'll get back to it. Just in case you guys don't really care about the roof rack as much. These little things pop off, and then we'll get back to the actual rack itself, because maybe you guys are gonna adapt bikes up there or do something different. But let's see. Yeah, that is pretty sick. Considering my car is super clean, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean off this little panel real quick. I'm not really gonna clean any of the rest of the car because this thing is gonna get super dirty tomorrow. You may want to, under this area, wow, look at that, it looks nice. Some clear bra if you wanted to in the area, just for extra protection, because you know it could rub against the paint or whatever. But we got that spot nice and clean, and this spot not so much. One that's gonna go on this side, so you can see the little notch here, and you see the notch there on the wind area, and then you can kind of see how it goes. Now I got to figure out where this goes. Not sure if it just gets totally level. You can see how it's notching out right there, and I'm pretty sure there's a measurement, so I'm gonna look that up. 734 piece, and I say that the little part number is right there. That one's gonna go probably back in this little area right here. So like I said, I got to figure out the measurements, but it's basically like this, and then these little feet clamp down. Now in the rear, it uses the 440s. There's a little part number right there. They are longer. And in the front, it uses the 367s. So you can tell, you know, in the front, right here where it's gonna go, it's a shorter reach, right? So right here on the instructions, I would recommend reading these, but it actually shows what you're gonna use and where you're gonna use it on the car. There's this little sticker right here, and you can peel that off and put it on your little pieces. That way you remember where it goes on the car. So the other cool thing is right here, you can see the Z millimeters. So it says 250 millimeters from the front of that guy to the front of the windshield. And then it shows the width in between the two at 650 millimeters. They also include those handy dandy little measuring tape. So if you don't have something that measures millimeters, you can obviously do inches. But it looks like we're going about right there, which you could see is pretty level, right? So you can kind of see that that bar is pretty level with the earth. Just take this, and this is going to just kind of clip on here. Kind of works itself around here. You just kind of press it on. Then with this little situation, you'll just put in a little front piece. That clicks right in there. Now it's good. Now I'm gonna remeasure one more time. We gotta open our door, right? But we're gonna measure 250 millimeter to the edge of that guy. That's perfect right there. You can really just see how that just snugs down there pretty dang good, and it fits on there. So that's it right there. Measure this thing a couple times from each side. Something that I did notice, this right here, you can see that shows the side of the car it's on. So there's the driver's side. I actually screwed that up at first. I had to swap it. So I noticed that on the second set, and now I have the left ones on the left side. I thought it was just, honestly, I thought that this was forward, but it's not. It's back. So the longer piece is to the back like that, which is cool. All right, and then, yeah, pretty much just go back over here, tighten this thing up again, and get it down to those 3 Newton meters. Seems like it's kind of an easy and a good idea to just kind of go back and forth a couple times, make sure this thing is nice and tight, and start torquing down till it clicks. See that? We're good. Right here, torque this down. Great. This is so cool. I love this. Okay. Yeah, this just makes it really nice because you're not gonna over torque the thing. Like, you put this at 3 Newton meters on a torque wrench, honestly obviously you're gonna get there, but I think a lot of people would probably under torque this, to tell you the truth. So that looks good. Because I don't have the locks, I do have these little plugs, and those are just gonna go in here So now for the back bar, we're actually gonna measure from there to here, 650 millimeters in between these bad boys. So we're gonna do that right now, and then we'll do the same thing to this. Now with this bar, I actually just kind of clicked it all together, put on the end pieces, clicked it on. That way I could just set it over the top and kind of get the reference point. We'll get those measurements and we'll be good to go. I kind of have like slack in the bar right there. That is where we're gonna use that top position and tighten it up. That way we can kind of get this little rubber piece up to here. And that is all taken out with that screw right there. So we're gonna tighten that up. All right, spacing is good, 65 millimeters. Super strong. These things are well on there. Torque down, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put those caps on again, put the screws on, and then we'll focus on the basket, which has quite a bit of hardware. These bars look absolutely sick. I think I'm actually gonna wait for the other stuff until tomorrow. I wanna go to Bass Pro. That rack is gonna take quite a while, so after duck hunting tomorrow, I think I'll throw on the basket, which is totally fine. We got stuff in the back. It'll keep the basket looking nice and crispy. I went ahead and just put the screws in here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the hardware on. Okay, I just threw the rack up there real quick. It looks sick. I definitely dig it. Gotta get it centered up. So just a little bit more over that way. We got all these little pieces right here. Gotta grab the right ones and start getting mounted up. So then they got these little brackets for it. You basically mount this on the little rail up there on the basket. Kind of looks like that. However, the one thing is, and I kind of thought this was gonna happen, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take all these caps off and insert a screw. That way we can mount this solidly to the bars. If you don't have those wing types, and you guys are kind of wondering what you can do for the rack, they also make these. This is kind of option number B, and they give you 3 different sizes right here. So you might be able to kind of make something up, but that works just like this. I mean, man, I might even, I honestly might even do that right now because it'll make it easier. So I'm digging that location right there. Let me show you. These are kind of like, so you put that bolt, the washer, this plastic piece. It's actually pretty cool. I'm thinking I might have to take this rubber strip out, but no, because it is slotted in between. I should just be able to slide it in there. I really wasn't excited about doing this and then trimming it, but as you can see, I can just kind of move this screw and then kind of put that into place. So we're gonna do that 4 other times with the other ones. That thing down to 3 Newton meters. Put the little cover on here. This thing just kind of goes like this. Now, I probably need to get, looks like 8 locks. I could get locks for this as well and replace this little area. It's kind of easy to take off, but at the same time, no, it's not. This takes a while to put on your car. Okay, one last thing for the top. Let's go ahead and throw that up there. We got the sweet stretch cargo net. So I'm gonna bust this thing out. All right, guys, so just a little bit of a gas station shot here. We were just out hunting. I actually forgot to get a shot of it. I had the sled on top of the car. I think I'll insert a picture here. I think I took a picture of it. But it worked out really well. As far as road noise, there's a little bit of wind noise, which is to be expected, especially with the basket. I'm not quite sure how much noise the rails make. I would think the rails would be kind of minimal. You can see this kind of pressed down a little bit. It's whatever. It doesn't really look weird or anything. Well, I'm kind of saying that, but it just kind of has a little warpy look to it, but that's just the way it presses down. It's whatever. This little net is sick. I really like that. Anyway, so that worked out pretty good. You can see Terevsky's pretty dirty, but man, does this thing look absolutely sick. I love the way it looks. It's definitely different. I don't think anybody's seen this really. A Porsche Macan with a basket on the top. We've seen it with some Cayennes and whatnot. Pretty cool. But yeah, this, I don't know, it's a sick shot. But we had this sled up there that worked pretty good. Hell yeah. Works out pretty sweet, man. Got a bunch of stuff stuffed in there. So that's cool.